Irina's eyes fluttered open, allowing an opalescent glow to fill her vision. Her head throbbed, and as she pulled her body upright, she could feel the aches washing over her. The world around her was a sparkling blur, with large looming trees illuminated by thousands of small, glowing lights that danced around her. She blinked several times, clearing her eyes enough to make out the shapes that hung in the air around her. As she did, the true forms of the dancing lights came into view. Her heart stopped as she watched the tiny winged figures float around her curiously, each one whispering in a language she didn't understand. Without thinking, she reached her hand out to them and waited. Hesitantly, the creatures moved closer, inspecting the wounded succubus. One of them bravely landed on Irina's open palm, the minuscule female figure's bare feet gently grazing her red skin. "What are you?" Irina asked, leaning in closer and squinting her eyes. The small creature brought a hand up to stifle a giggle. "I was going to ask you the same thing," her tiny yet whimsical voice responded. "I'm a—" Irina paused, allowing her gaze to shift to the other glowing creatures that were slowly surrounding her. "Some kind of demon?" the tiny voice questioned, bringing her index fingers up to her head and mimicking Irina's horns. "Something like that," Irina answered, her shoulders slumped lower. "I didn't know demons could be so beautiful," the tiny creature added as she marveled at Irina's features. "I could say the same for whatever you are," she said, gesturing to the others who were all now only a few inches away, whispering to one another. "We're fairies," one voice chuckled from on top of her head. Irina's eyes closed, and she focused her mind on the magical vibrations surrounding her. From behind the lids, the fairies' magical auras burned bright enough to blind her sixth sense. "Pleasure to meet you," Irina said, opening her eyes once more and extending out her index finger to the one in her hand. The brave fairy grasped it with both hands and shook it, allowing a Cheshire grin to spread across her face. "You're pretty beat up," the brave fairy noted, motioning to the bruises and cuts across her body. "Would you like some help?" Irina could feel a pit forming in her stomach as she watched the same smile appearing on the faces of the other fairies. "I would... But what's the price for such hospitality?" Irina asked, narrowing her eyes. "A favor for a favor," the brave fairy answered. "Don't you know you're not supposed to make deals with demons?" Irina asked, putting on a toothy grin of her own. "Most mortals know better than to trade favors with fairies," the small creature answered. "But we'll show you kindness if you promise to return it." The two eyed each other for a long moment, letting the twinkling sounds of the forest fill the void, as Irina thought over her answer. "Deal," she said finally. "Wonderful." The fairies laughed as their magical glow increased, and they began to circle around her. Thanks for watching. Please follow for more entertaining, original short stories.